It's rare now for a book to make me laugh aloud. My family would argue that it's rare for anything to make me laugh out loud, although I do smile quite a bit, or like to think I do. When I was younger, though, certain books were virtually guaranteed to reduce me to fits of giggles. Anthony Buckeridge's Jennings novels, The Adventures of an Impulsive Schoolboy who is forever bending the school rules, were among them. And so too were the Professor Brainstorm stories of Norman Hunter. Professor Theophilus Brainstorm, lately played by the comedian Harry Hill in a series of television adaptations, first appeared in two books written by Norman Hunter in the 1930s. The Professor is an inventor, and a brilliant one, except his inventions never quite work as well as they should, whether because of the Professor's carelessness, the unfortunate interventions of his friends, or because his inventions turn out to have minds of their own. Only in a Brainstorm story could a man and his housekeeper get chased up a pear tree by the contents of his waste paper basket, or would someone think it a good idea to invent a slot machine that gave you hiccups for a penny and took them away for tuppence, or design a singing Christmas tree that dispensed pre-wrapped presents. Actually, that last one isn't a bad idea at all, in theory at least. In practice, the tree sings out of tune, makes up its own verses for Christmas carols, and hands a policeman a paving stone wrapped in an advertisement for used bicycles. Hunter found his perfect illustrator in the British artist William Heath Robinson, best known for his drawings of unnecessarily complicated contraptions which became known as Heath Robinson devices. Over in America, and about a decade later, a cartoonist named Rube Goldberg ended up doing something similar, but I suspect he was very influenced by Heath Robinson. Later Brainstorm books, including this, my childhood copy of The Peculiar Triumph of Professor Brainstorm, which introduced me to Hunter's work, were illustrated by a man named George Anderson, but Heath Robinson's drawings are, I think, more in line with Hunter's vision. Like I said at the start, I don't laugh out loud so much when I'm reading now, but the sight of these books still makes me smile, which is why this one in particular has had a place on my shelf for more than 4 decades. I suspect their influence is why I try to include in each of my books at least 1 or 2 scenes, and sometimes a lot more, that will also make a reader smile. Or if I manage to do it right, even laugh aloud, whether it's 7 dwarves trying to offload a Snow White who is eating them out of house and home in the Book of Lost Things, or a support group for witches who are trying not to be wicked in the Land of Lost Things. Just as it may be harder to write a happy song than a sad one, it's harder to make people laugh with a book than it is to make them unhappy with one. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try.